Hey, welcome back. This is Mr. Gary. And today I'm going to answer the question, are developer jobs going extinct? Here's the full text of the question. On YouTube the other day, I watched a video called Large Language Models and the End of Programming. From the video, created by CS50, the message was AI will create the program and developers will act like QA developers, checking the code written by the AI. The impression I am left with is the following: no more junior jobs. Entry-level requirements will skyrocket. Instead of having a development team of 10 or 20, you'll end up with one or two. I know I heard developer jobs won't be eliminated completely due to the fact you still need developers to check on the code base. But it sounds like becoming a software developer now is no longer an option, no longer a good option. Is becoming a developer even worth it? If yes, what should you be focused on instead? This is a good question. The person asking the question is worried. Am I spending my time efficiently learning to become a computer programmer when I could be spending it doing something else? Maybe there's better options. Matter of fact, I would say, yeah, I wouldn't want to become a QA developer for AI code. I wouldn't want to be somebody that's checking code that an AI has written. No. See, the problem with this whole thing is that you can automate the junior craftsman in a lot of fields. You can probably automate 50% of the intermediate, but the master level craftsman, you're not going to be able to automate them because the jobs that are in that tier are way, way specialized. And those jobs that are in that tier have high craftsmanship attached to them. Now, in development, you usually have an architect who figures out how to plug everything together so that it can continue to grow over many years. Well, junior devs don't do that. They write code and it's part of a bigger, project. It's a small piece. But as they get more and more experience, they write more and more code. They get into the bigger and bigger projects. And then that leads to them having more ideas about engineering. Well, you could just, feed in an AI bot a whole bunch of things about solid design principles. But the reality is you're feeding it something and it's just regurgitating the results, hoping that they land close to what you want. Well, you could be like, oh, well, that's what a programmer, a junior programmer does, right? That's why we have code review. Well, that's kind of like saying human beings are just robots and I'm going to program them. It's like saying like, they're replaceable easily. And reality is like we have this unique ability. No other animals have it to where we can capture ideas that come into our minds and use those ideas as an invention. We have the ability to invent. It's not innovate, invent. Invent is come up with something completely new. Inventing is creation of new things. Innovation is taking something and making an adjustment that makes it better or adding something on it to it that makes it better. It's an innovation. Invention is something completely new. AI doesn't make anything new. And you could argue this with me in the comments. Give me your best arguments, and I'll tell you, you will not win. You won't win that argument because then you would have to say the AI has become sentient enough to pass in the thoughts from the ether and tell you things back. And there's a lot of consequences to even stating that you believe in that. And so you might want to pause that idea and think deeply. It's a philosophical thing at this point. But to get back to the question, are developer jobs going extinct? No, they are not. Maybe the tutorial level skill of a developer is going away. Yes, so what? Have you been on Stack Overflow? Have you gone to any tutorial websites, video websites? All the basics are found. So you're not really losing something. AI is not taking over an area. You literally got Google that gives you websites as results. Now the AI just gives you the text as a result, catered to how you ask the question. It's not going to take over. It's not going to replace human innovation, human invention. It'll be AI invention. Sorry, AI innovation, but there will never be invention. It's like just rolling dice, really. And there's not much you're going to find from that. And now, if you don't have any experience as a software engineer and you come at me with ideas that I'm wrong because I don't know what AI is, I've got plenty of experience with software. It's just machine learning. It's not AI. There's no like it figuring stuff out on itself, coming up with new ideas. That's not happening. Not at all. Okay, so being a developer, still a great option. You want to know what would make you really valuable as a developer? Very good English skills, making sure you speak the same language as your customers and in their dialect if you can help it. For me, you need to be able to also delay or push off this concept of perfectionism, because you could be delaying projects that would be otherwise super successful because you want it to be perfect. Sure, the AI is going to print out something right away and you can solve your math homework with it. You can solve your computer science projects with it. But tell me this, are you going to be able to solve problems that military companies do? Do you think Raytheon's just going to go and have inventions that the AI is going to be able to pick up out of nowhere? No. Matter of fact, if you come up with something really unique, is the AI just going to be able to pull that out? If you go and make your own invention again, no, it's not going to happen, because the AI needs food. You have to feed it. Junior devs, sorry guys, at your skill level, you would only be feeding it what is already known. You would have to invent something first, and then you'd be feeding it something new. So, are you going to disappear? No way. No way. As a matter of fact, if you disappear, you're saying you're worthless in this situation. Just by you existing, learning how to code, and adding in your own original thought, invention, your own innovation as well, you automatically beat the AI. Ideas have always been what makes money. If you don't believe that, go read a book called Think and Grow Rich, and you will find that everything comes from ideas. And here's the thing about guys who are in business who've never ever programmed before. They don't have your ideas as a computer programmer. And that's really what you're missing. So, great question. Are developer jobs going extinct? My conclusion is no. Leverage your own uniqueness as a human being, chiefly the fact that you have original thought, the ability to think and have ideas come into your mind, your ability to invent and dream and imagine. You are not a robot. That's your unique value add. If you're a software engineer and you're like, hello, I do this, C++, ABC, int A equals 5, and you're like a robot programmer who like thinks that's what a programmer is, to be somebody who can't interact normally with people, that's where you probably get replaced by an AI. So anyways, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please ask me in the comment sections below. If you disagree with me, go for it. But if you disagree with me, you better be thumbs downing the video too. And comment though. Otherwise, you're not in the arena, bud. All right, until next time, this is Mr. Gare, and are developer jobs going extinct? No way.